Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Muhammad Afsal Malik, and continuing from the yesterday live sharing based on my experience. Yesterday we talked about how to be successful in your job career. I gave you tips based on my personal experience over a period of time which I gained working at different positions internationally. I would add to that if you are a manager, then the manager role is to get the work done. You're not supposed to do a donkey work. You have to get the work done. You should organize yourself, plan yourself, and your role is to execute the responsibility which are entrusted to you and get it done through your team, through your staff member, your subordinates. And as a manager, you must create manager. So manager responsibility is, and who is a manager? The definition of the manager is who creates manager. That means he has to train the people around him, and particularly his team or her team, so that tomorrow they can take over from you. Either you will retire or you will proceed to the next higher position. So manager is supposed to motivate, encourage, and learn by doing and encourage mistakes. I repeat, manager should encourage mistake. Let the employee, they should learn through making mistakes. How they can learn by making mistakes? That means you should trust them, give them freedom, give them uncontrolled environment where they can work using their initiative, their talent, their education, and without any micro control management. That means we have to provide them a space where they can utilize their ability without any fear, without somebody is watching them, and let them do it. Because until they do that, because a person, whatever he is doing, generally he or she feel that he is doing right things. And if he or she knows before that the action which I'm going to take is going to be detrimental for myself or for my organization, so they will not do it. In their mind, they perceive that whatever they are going to do or they are doing in a right way, and they are doing it rightly. Maybe their approach is different. So let them make mistakes. And then based on those mistakes, they should be trained. They should be helped to improve their weak areas in conducting workshops, training sessions, role playing, where they can express themselves and they can be open minded, they can open themselves, and they can exchange their views and their initiative without any fear of being reprimanded or losing their job, because we have to create that congenial, supportive environment, working environment, where people should feel free. The worker or employee, they should feel free to use their initiatives under a supervision. But that should not be very close supervision. That means you should not stand on their heads. Give them some degree of freedom so that they can apply their initiative. And if they would not be able to do it rightly, of course not intentionally, then we have to help them to learn and make the things better. So be a very effective manager and produce more managers, because this society, this world needs a competent leader in every walks of life, in business, in politics, in in religious institutions. We need a very effective, very productive, visionary, full of enthusiasm, full of initiative leaders, because leader lead the team, leader show the vision, leader make the roadmap, and then they move ahead as a prime mover, and they let the others should follow them. So leader should be a role model. It's very, very important. Now, the next part of how to make a successful career, the next part is to do your own business, self-employed. Be a boss of yourself. So that is very, very important. You see, in many countries, their government, they encourages the people to be self-employed. So that means entrepreneurship. So we have to teach the people how to become a successful entrepreneur. I will give you an example of Dr. Muhammad Yunus from Bangladesh. He was a banker, a very successful banker, and he brought a new vision and new approach how to change the life of poor people, destitute women, poor families in Bangladesh, and he put up a Grameen Bank. So that is a very successful model, and many countries, they are replicating that. Even Dr. Yunus came to Canada, and he also visited Pakistan, and I met him there as a consultant. So we wanted to replicate that model, that approach in Pakistan. So he did a miracle in Bangladesh. He made ordinary people, uneducated people, particularly women, entrepreneurs. And he just started this with few US dollars, and he used his personal money. So the system, he designed a system which was very, very effective. The whole approach is the community approach, community development. And he got very, very successful. Now we know that he is an interim Prime Minister of Bangladesh. There are many other people. And even in Scandinavian countries, they promote entrepreneurship, small business, micro and small business. Because Dr. Yunus introduced a micro credit, very small amount, given to the people to buy a sewing machine, or maybe a cow, maybe a buffalo, maybe a bicycle, and then ask them to use it to earn money, to make goods at home, handicrafts, and etc. And he created a very effective marketing system, and it is an excellent model. And you can get more information just going to the internet and Google it, and you'll get all that information about Dr. Yunus and his vision and his approach and the achievement, which are phenomenal achievement, unmatchable, of the Grameen Bank. So Entrepreneurs are the backbone of any economy because they are generators of jobs. If you look around, you will see hundreds and thousands of small businesses, and they are family-owned businesses primarily. But you see how many people they are employing. They are providing employment to even their family members and other people. You see, look at a small restaurant or small sweet shop. How many people are working there? And that is a great contribution of small businesses in the economic development of any country, of any society. So, first of all, as I told and explained in my first or second this sharing, I would not say lecture, these are my sharings, that to be entrepreneur, number one, you should have a passion, what you want to do, and both sides, job as well as be self-employed. What's your passion? What you want to do? Because every time the first step is very difficult. The taking first step is very difficult. There are so many people I come across, they want to start a business, they have money, but they are feeling shy, they don't feel confident, they have fear that they will lose their money. So that is a real bottleneck and hurdle in their way to be an entrepreneur. To be entrepreneur or a business person mean to taking risk. The definition of a business is to take risk. It's a risk taking. Now, it's not only the risk of money. People generally say it's a money. It's not just taking risk of your hard-earned money, but there are other things involved in that. It's money, it's your time which you have spent or which you're going to use. It's your reputation. The three things are very important when you start a business, because if you are flopped, if you'll not be able to succeed, your three things primarily are going to be at stake. Number one, your money. Number two, your time. Number three, your reputation. Money you can get, but other two things, time which you have used, you spent to run that business for some period of time, and your reputation. These two you cannot regain. It's very hard because nobody can get the time which is past. We cannot buy it. Even Bill Gates wants to get his yesterday, or Mark Zuckerberg, or you see the guy of Tesla, and so many tycoons, business tycoons and billionaires. If they say, okay, take all my money and resources and give me my yesterday, no, we cannot rewind the clock. There is no action replay. Please note it very carefully. In our life, there is no action replay. Every step and every action is final, whatever it is, success or failure, happiness or sorrow. All actions are final actions. Even you repeat them, but you are not going to get those sentiments, that pleasure, that success, that contentment. It cannot be recalled. This is very important. So three things that really matter, and your family. Okay? Money is not grown on the trees. Money is not grown on the trees. Maybe our family, our friends, the relative sitting back home, they might be accepted. They may be expecting from the expatriates or people who have migrated from their home countries to different part of the world, USA, Canada, Australia, other countries. UAE, Dubai, Gulf countries. Okay, I think they think that the people who have migrated in these countries, rich countries, so the money has grown on the trees, the dollar. There are trees who are giving the dollar. That's why their demands are very high from them. They hardly know that what kind of hardship they pass through or they are still passing through to in a fight of survival. So they send me that as if the money has grown on the tree. Uh, if anybody says to me, for instance, I said, okay, I'm just trying to find that tree here in Canada, that which tree is giving dollars, and moment I find that tree, I will send that tree to you, and you can plant that tree in your backyard, and it will start giving you dollars. It doesn't happen. So money is a scarce resource. Money is a scarce resource, and money has a purchasing power because it buys goods and services for us. It's a means of exchanging goods and services. That's why it's a powerful. So, yes, we must adopt legitimate ways, honestly, dedicatedly, hardworking to earn money, and there is no harm. Even in the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in his time, many Sahaba Ikram, they were very rich. Hazrat Usman Raziallahu Ta'ala anhu were very rich. Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq Raziallahu Ta'ala anhu was rich. Hazrat Umar Farooq Raziallahu Ta'ala anhu, because they are all traders. They are all traders. So they were earning good money. Okay, but they was spending money very wisely, and they are down to earth people. So the money, earning money through legitimate sources is not discouraged in our religion, in our religion of Islam, and maybe in other faith at the same time. But the condition is that it should be earned in a legitimate way and legitimate, adopting the legitimate means for that. So entrepreneur is a great thing because you are going to utilize your all faculties, your strengths, your skills. And if you remember, I told you about SWOT analysis: strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. So that is being self-employed or being a micro and starting a micro and small business. It provides you opportunity where you can use your strength, you can use your faculties to prove your worth and to be successful in that. Yes, you can get also this opportunity in job, but sometimes that is a very limited. You can get a limited opportunity, but when you become a self-employed, the opportunities are infinite, unlimited opportunity. The more you work, the more you will get. That is the only difference between doing a job and being self-employed. In job, you are working for somebody. You are giving your valuable time, energy, resources, knowledge, expertise, even at the cost of your family time, to run somebody's business, to making them rich, to making them business tycoons, to making them multi companies. But what you are getting out of it, just a paycheck. But what will happen when you will be retired? Okay, then you will be on the crossroad. You have given all your best to them, but now in the old age, you don't have that energy, you don't have that ambition, you don't have that health, that much health uh, that you have given. So now you have to live on others' means or some amount of pension that you are going to get. And generally, even in Canada, the pension amount is not that much. A two-member of family, husband and wife, they cannot survive on just the pension until they have other resources or they get some support from their family members. So entrepreneur generally they are using more manpower and less technology, because small businesses and micro businesses, they are not technological advance. They cannot afford to buy sophisticated technology. So that's why most of the work they are manually done or semi-manually they are done. So that means you need more manpower, more hands to do the job. So how to be a successful entrepreneur? Now you have done your SWOT analysis and you know that yes, I have those strengths, I have those capabilities, and I have that confidence, I can take a risk. Now there are so I should go ahead and do it, because remember, all the businesses which are started, they are started on the assumption that they will make money. No business is started to bear loss. If we know beforehand that the business which I'm going to start will end up in a loss, then nobody is going to start that business. So it's a pre-assumption. It's based on that I will be successful and I will generate surplus, which we call profit. These days the terms are used. They have new terms are coined, like we no more say profit and loss account, we say generating surplus, we say what is your bottom line, we say what is your net income, instead of saying profit and loss. This profit and loss are old terminologies in my time when I was a student in late 60s and early 70s. So after you have made a decision, now the first thing is how to choose a business and what kind of business you want to do. You have to do study, research, prepare a business plan, and we have to see what product or services you have to give. Even in a competition, I told you, never be afraid of the competition, because what you have to do, you have to find out the weaknesses of your competitors and you have to work on them. You have to exploit them and make those weaknesses your strength, and you will be succeeded. Okay, and then you will get a major share of the pie of that cake. That is using different approach and different strategies. Now, see who you want to serve. The product and services which you want to produce in that business which you have decided, the next thing is who you want to serve, who you are going to provide this service or these products. That we call, what is your target market? What is your target market? and then the total target market is just like a big pie, a big cake. But you have to only select a small portion of that. Let's say you say my target market is apparels. Now, apparels for who? Ladies, gents, and further classification, further segmentation you have to do, that if you choose a ladies market, ladies segment, and your target market and target customer is your female ladies. Now the question is that of what age? Children, or maybe newly born babies, or maybe the children, okay, maybe the teenagers, then maybe adult, maybe middle-aged, or the seniors, because they have different needs and demand for clothes, apparels. You cannot deal anybody and everybody, no, because there is a big range of the product, big range of the dresses, apparels, that you cannot meet their needs and demand. You have to be very selected, which we call, you have to create a niche marketing, a small segment of the whole market. So then you have to be focused on that. You say, okay, I will take this school going female children, or teenager females. Then you have to study, research what are their need, what kind of clothes or dresses or apparels they need, and you have to see. Then this is not only because the affordability is a real concern, and you have to select for which market segment. We can divide our society in three major segments based on the economic prosperity. We call them economic classes. Number one, upper class, that means highly rich people. Then we say middle class people. Then we say lower class. So these are the three broad segments. Then we can further divide each segment into three. Say upper people, top notch, the richest people of the society, of that community. Then upper middle, then upper lower. Then we say middle upper, middle lower. Then we say lower upper, lower middle, and lower. That will be lower is totally, you see, the last economic class. So you have to see which class you want to sell. And remember, based on my experience, and you can also experience this when you go for shopping and see different stores here, even in Canada in particular, in Vancouver, Greater Vancouver, in the cities, okay, go to for grocery. There are many grocery stores, high class, middle class, lower class, like Fruticana and Sabzi Mandi, like similar store opened by the community people. And then we have Fresco and Chalo. I mean, that is also subsidiary or family concern of Safeway. Then we have Canadian Superstore. Then we have Save On, and then we have high-end store like Safeway. And then if you look at again, you see other organization like Hudson Bay Company, which is in Vancouver, that their target market is high income group, upper level, upper. Then they have Sears, the middle class. Then they have a Winner, lower middle class. So these are even like other Walmart. The Walmart is middle class, lower middle class people's. There are No Frills, so many other stores like that. So they have a different target market to serve different economic class of people. I give you an example of dollar stores. Dollar store is a concept that is very well conceived by the founder or the owners who started this, because their vision was that the lower income people, lower class people, they have their needs, basic fundamental needs, and those fundamental needs must be fulfilled in order to survive, in order to keep their both ends meet. So say they need all those products, but they cannot afford high priced items. So they make a strategic move. They said, okay, we will produce low priced product which can meet the needs of the lower income people of the society, because they also have the right to live and enjoy their life. But it doesn't mean that they cannot afford to buy expensive goods and services, because their income is very nominal and very minimal. So they started with this concept, everything is for $1. So remember, the less price product, I will not use the word the cheap product, the less price product, if the price is less, the quality is also less. You cannot sell a high quality product at a low price, because you have to cover your cost. Maybe you can sell at a minimum margin of profit, but still you have to recover your production cost and your distribution cost and marketing and all other expenses, all the what you call the operating expenses, operating costs, and you would like to earn some amount of money out of it. And that is your reward, because you have given your time, efforts, and you have taken a risk of your money. So this dollar store concept came like that. Similarly, the coffee shop Tim Horton, if you compare Tim Horton and Starbucks, why Tim Horton coffee is less expensive as compared to the Starbucks. Everybody can afford generally to enjoy the hot sips of Tim Horton coffee, whether it's $1 and maybe it's now 30-35 cents. You can have more cream, you can have more sugar, you can have honey, price is the same. But the same size of the glass, if you go to this Starbucks, it will cost you $2 or something. Okay. Then if you go to a second cup of coffee, they have only few outlets, and one outlet is in the Surrey Memorial Hospital on the emergency side. Their coffee is pretty good, but they are expensive. Second cup, its name is Second Cup. So, but they also charge you $2, maybe 25-30 cents. So the thing is, so they have catered a different market. They have decided, because the lower income people and lower middle class, they are a big segment of any society. So they give you a big customer base, So now we have to produce according to their affordability, because they need all those goods and services for that. So this is, you have to see which area you have to go, which class, economic class you have to serve. And let me share that with you, and you can also experience now. You must have experienced it before. If not, then experience it. Go to all these stores. Those are catering for the lower class and lower middle class, and go there. You will find a totally different people. You will hardly find the rich people, the upper middle class, the upper class people shopping in those stores. It's not that they don't want to save money. Everybody wants to save money, but for them shopping is a prestige, because they have to maintain that class difference, that they say we are elite of the society, and they have to maintain that. So they will never go for shopping in lower income class, because they feel a little awkward, and they have a fear. If somebody known to them in their circle, if they see them, they will think of them? Hey, they are the poor people. They are shopping in these stores, Sabzi Mandi, Fruti Kana, these stores. You hardly see them there. So, and then the location. The second thing is what product or services you have to offer for others. So I think it's enough time. I just stop it here. We will continue from that in the next segment. I hope you have found it interesting, useful. Apply it, share with others, okay, and get the benefit of that. If you like it, my experience, then please share with your friends, your families. It's not that I want to get a fame. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Allah has given me a lot. People know me very well. Okay, but I'm just doing for the benefit for you and our communities, so that they can get the benefit. And it's a law of nature. If you do a good job, you will get a reward. The reward is there. It's attached to that. Nobody can snatch it. So my dear, thank you so much. Those who have joined me, those who are there, though I cannot see many of you. I'm not worried about how many of you are watching or listening. Okay. My role is that I have to share that with you. Alhamdulillah, with the grace of Allah, because this knowledge is given to me by Allah, and I am blessed, okay, and humbled. So thank you so very much. May Allah bless you all. Take care, be happy and keep happy. Spend valuable time, spend quality time with your family. Be role model, give leadership, do volunteer work, and let's build our community collectively, and let us draw a roadmap for our youth, because we have to take care of our youth. Our youth is our future. Our youth is the future of our countries. Our youth is future leaders in different walks of life. We have to work on them. We have to invest our time, money, and resources on them. Make them the good citizens, responsible, law-abiding. But this can only be done if we are role model in whatever capacity we are. Until we are role model, nobody is going to follow us, because we cannot impose. These things cannot be imposed. If imposed, there is a reaction on that. So take care. Jazakallah khairan. Allah Nigiban. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.